Hey everyone, this is going to be the start of the kidding season vlog. I've got a cold, but kidding season doesn't stop for colds and I want to document it, so I guess you get to listen to my funny voice. Got my towels all ready, got my barn all ready and clean, and I have my doe, who's 2 days overdue, so she should be giving us some babies, but she don't plan on it. Do you? You'll come in? Show them just how much you're planning for these kids. No plans. No plans. Today's Saturday and I have to go to work next week. So these kids are going to be getting their eviction notice later today, so she'll kid Sunday afternoon. Hopefully after we get home from church. Hopefully she doesn't go into the night, because that'd be worse than kidding when I'm at work. It's making me stay up all night before I have to go back to work. Well, we have a surprise. Not a surprise that it's a kid, a surprise that it's only one. And it's a buck. You're supposed to be a little girl. I had you all ordered and everything. Eclipse. That's naughty. He sure is cute. And the good thing about bucks is you don't keep them. So, one less milker I have to sell this year to keep my numbers down. The reason one is a surprise is because I saw two on the ultrasound, and I can doubt myself because, it's 4 months ago, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure I saw two. I don't know what happened, but there he is in all his glory. And the good thing is he's sold, so I'm gonna disbud him and tattoo him and get him ready to go. Today's Tuesday. I think they're gonna pick him up Friday, so tonight I'll pull him off Mom, get him on the bottle goods, and be all ready to go by Friday. Okay, I think you probably want to go outside for a little bit here, okay? You don't want to hear what's going to happen to him. Let's go. He'll be okay. Sticking your tongue out again? What are you doing that for? Okay, go get some fresh air. This is what I like my horns to look like when I get done. If you look close, you can kind of see a little bit of a whitish ring around. Can I see it on the inside of that one? Kind of like it. I like to get it down so there's a little bit of white showing. Okay, now for the other one, which might be worse than the first one. Tattooing is just for registering purposes. They need some sort of permanent identification. I've never tattooed a kid this young. I usually do them when they're several months old. And then I can use my bigger tattooers, which have the spring part. It's the ear clamp, or the ear release. But for this little one, because these digits are smaller, they're sharper, and this doesn't have the ear release, and so these will go right through the ear and they have to peel them off the ear. So I hate it. But I've been having a lot of problems with tattoos being wrong. Yeah, being wrong is the main thing. So I need to do something to make sure they're right. So I'm going to tattoo them right away every time now, this year, and see how that works. It should work a lot better. So the right ear will have KR3, which is my herd tattoo. So it shows what herd the animal's from. I know, I'm sorry, I don't like these. I don't like them at all. And the left ear will have a number to identify him as an individual. You can do whatever you want, but they have a digit every year they recommend, and this year is R, so I'm gonna do R, and he's the first kid born, so he'll be R1. Put a little ink in him, and then you'll be done. Probably no one will ever be so mean to you again in your life. He's having a snack and he's feeling fine. That's the good thing about these kids is, yes, it's really mean, but as soon as it's done, they feel fine. Like there doesn't seem to be any lingering pain of the tattooing or the hit or the diswedding. What are you doing? You're weird. Now we have a month break until the rest of those goats kid. But today's their day for their tetanus vaccine, so let's go grab them and get that done. This is Penny Girl. She's due on March 28th. Ultrasound says 2, but after what happened with Eclipse, who knows what we're going to get the rest of the season with all these goats that I think are having multiples. I don't know. She does look like big enough to have 2, though, because she's not a very fat goat to begin with, so maybe. We'll see. This is Flora. She's bred to one of our neighbor's bucks for the same cross as we got last year out of her. Let's see when she's due. April 1st? You have some April Fool's Day babies? I claim I saw 2 on her as well. So this vaccine I give is tetanus only. I don't do the C, D, and T's anymore because they leave those big abscesses that I hate. But I also don't have really a need for the C and D part of it. I mean, it would help if they ever got out and got into some feed, but that almost never happens. It hasn't happened in several years. But it's more for goats on pasture, in my opinion, so I stopped giving it. I just figure it's unnecessary. I just do the tetanus. I think I'll probably just give Bluebells out in the pen because she doesn't like being caught. So I don't really feel like dragging her in here, and she's so fat she could barely fit on the milk stand anyway. I'll probably just end this here, and I suppose the next update we'll have, since I'm selling that kid, the next update we'll have is when the other ones start kidding, so that'll be for another month or so. If I have anything exciting come up in the meantime, I suppose I'll video it. Trick, I'm back. Bluebell was right outside the door there and let me catch her right away, so. You want a couple nibbles of grain? Yeah, so Bluebell, I only saw 1 kid on her. Actually, it's more common for them to have more kids than you saw than it is for them to have less kids than you saw. So we can hope there's more than 1 in there, but she has a past history of only having 1, so. Although it is the year for her to have 2, because she likes to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and last year was 1. You gonna have 2? You got 2 in there for me? Okay, now, goodbye for real.